Honestly though, what if you really did put first things first? I wonder. Do you wonder? Could you wonder what could happen after that? If you put first things first, as that great principle, that great truth says, seek God first and everything else will be added unto you. Hey, that's a heck of a business proposition right there. Imagine someone offered you one thing to do, one thing to focus on, and you would get everything you could dream about would be given unto you if you just focused on that one thing. Hey, there's a lot of unexpected guests that are just trying to get into your heart today. A lot of unexpected visitors, lots of emotions, lots of distractions are trying to get in, and many have got in there. Where do you stand in that line? Huh? You should be the first one at the door of your heart, getting in there and slamming the door shut so you could have some peace and tranquility and some alone time with the beloved who sits in the center of your heart as the one beloved of all hearts, as the one who can solve this mystery for you. Oh, and not only that, but have you be engaged in the most divine romance you could ever imagine, and the ecstasy of that. Yeah, so once in there though, that's when you and I realize that it's just one. There's just one love. There's just one heart. There's just one purpose. There's just one option. Not 31 flavors. You think you have free choice. Well, it doesn't make you free to have a bunch of choices. If you want to be free, have one choice. You know, it's the same thing with multitasking. Are you friggin' kidding me? That is such a ripoff. That is such a scam. That you would think that you can do a couple or 3 or 4 or 5 things, whatever you would boast about, at the same time. It's impossible. There's just one. There's just one thing to focus on at a time, one task to do, and it's with this consciousness, with the one. Do everything, just one thing at a time, just this moment in the now with the one beloved. That's it. Everything else will be given unto you, and all the stress will be taken away from you. So listen, I'm having the best time getting folks to come to my one day, the Love Force Awakens immersion into the heart, where we take divine consciousness and we plant it in the seed of that heart, and we grow it with every breath, and we focus on those divine truths, one at a time, one breath at a time, one act of faith at a time in the heart. And why would we want to do that? Because that gives us a whole change of consciousness, my friends. You know what's a little distressing? And it was for Yogananda, and he said, well, most of the world is just busy in a fruitless spending of their effort using, and this is why he said it, using the same consciousness that got him in the conundrum of life, trying to get out of it, but they don't even know that it could never get them out of it, because it's the same consciousness that got him into it. And most of the time, most humans are busy today wasting effort, wasting energy. That's why it's so depressing and distressing, and so many drugs to try to lift the spirits of people. What is needed is a change of consciousness so we can have a change of heart. To be the first one into your heart, slam the door so that you can have a change of heart, so you can have a change of consciousness. So, to make a long story short, I'm just so excited about some people who were wondering if they could make it to this all-day immersion. It was kind of last notice, you know, this coming Friday. And they just said yes, which I mentioned in a video before this one. Just say yes. Get the universe in tune with what you want, but you first have to get in tune with the universe and watch how it works behind the scenes to help you put first things first. It's so amazing. And some are coming because they did that. And they might even realize that it's a tremendous fruitless spending of effort until you and I can get in the door of the heart and to have a change of heart once we're in there, to put first things first, and then a big effort at a change of consciousness, and then it's the change of consciousness that creates a brand new life, and we're talking about the immortal life, the life that's always been and always has and always will be, as Krishna says, learn to rest in action. And from all that, you and I can now rest in this mortal life. Rest. We can rest in just one simple thing at a time, with all of our heart, with all of our concentration, without a worry in the world, without having to think of what's next. And we do it because we're doing it with the one thing at a time. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. We're about to have a Love Force Awakens immersion in my home, where I am right now, and there's going to be people getting inside their heart. They're going to discover a change of heart. They're going to discover a love affair that just, oh my God, we've been waiting so long for. And the consciousness, radical spiritual truth consciousness that totally could change the conditions of your life, because that truth consciousness is the only thing that can solve this conundrum of life and relieve you of that fruitless spending of effort. I love you all so much. My latest saying is, have love, will travel. I have love and I will travel. I will come to you. I am so fired up to help one heart, even one heart. I walk 1,000,000 miles for one of your smiles, my mammy. I come millions of miles. I'll come 100 miles. I'll go across the continent. I'll go to Europe. If there's a chance that I can inspire and influence you to have a change of heart, a change of consciousness, and a change of a whole new way of life. So there it is. Have love, will travel.